Seriously, we're starting off with an electrical panel that is installed inside of the shower. That makes me a little bit terrified as to what's to come in this video, but hey, at least that install makes it easier than carrying the toaster to the shower, right? I'm thinking more along the lines of actually taking it as an advantage. Maybe you can open the panel door and use the electrical panel internals as a little shelf that you could put your soap onto. And now I can't help but picture a peeping Tom that is staring at you, just trying to get a glimpse at you taking a shower, and then they just see you electrified. You're just frying in the shower. I don't know, like, would they get in trouble if they reported that? So this guy has a nasty blister, in all honesty, in like the worst place possible, right in between his thumb and his pointer finger, which would make it horrific just to grip anything. Those of you who aren't into guns and maybe don't own a silencer have no idea, but it's actually a rite of passage to burn yourself with your hot silencer after shooting it a bunch. The only thing worse than getting such a big burn on your hand would probably be a giant burn on your crotch. And unfortunately, that's very possible with these, and I'll show you why. But I'm not BSing. This is a silencer wrap. It's a heat wrap so that I can shoot mine without burning myself, just like this. As you can see, if I sling this thing really quickly, it comes really close to the family jewels. And luckily, I have not had that happen to me yet, crossing my fingers. This guy, though, in this post, can't really do that because he has a giant blister on his fingers. Okay, so this third entry, I admit, is me purely just being super salty. I promise this is one of the last gun-related things on here, but seriously, I am seeing silencers getting approved now in like 5 days, which I waited a year almost to the day to get mine. So I feel this man's pain, but I can still at least appreciate his koozie. Because, like, this really is what it's like to wait a year for something that you already paid for. By the time you get it, first of all, you've forgotten that you bought it in the first place. And second, by the time you actually get it, your life has completely changed. Like, between the time that I purchased mine and actually got it, I had probably lost 100 pounds, got a dog, and, like, changed jobs. I wasn't even the same person. But hey, at least that's what I spent my stimulus check on. Gotta stimulate the economy somehow, right? Okay, post number 4 says, "Bring the hail. My daughter's Jeep Cherokee won't fit in the garage, so we got this a couple years ago, and it's this giant inflatable balloon that goes over the car." What? I guess that's hail protection? My first thought is like, why does this person have a blob, like that little water park water toy, in their yard? It takes too much responsibility. I mean, you might think that a silencer should require background checks and paperwork. I think that this thing does, because I would be too tempted to jump on it from an extreme height or cut a little window hole out so that I could drive down the road with it and like my car's wearing an afro. Come to think of it, if we all had these, wouldn't it just be like bumper cars 24/7 and like no serious accidents anymore? How to hide your killdozer, am I right? Okay, entry number 5. "Hi, I'm delivering your Amazon package. The leasing office does not allow packages left there. Where would you like me to deliver your envelope?" The response from the customer, "Yes." That's kind of messed up, but as somebody who's worked in customer service, it doesn't faze me at all. And which reminds me, shout out to the delivery guy who had to drop a package off in front of my house while being stung by like 4 wasps, but he couldn't actually leave because I had to sign for the package. Sorry about that. Oh no, okay, so there's a caption and the Amazon driver says, "Gotta love delivering to old person complexes, SMH." Okay, now I feel bad because I'm just picturing an old woman who like doesn't even remember that she got a package and she's just texting this Amazon driver waiting for him to show up because she thinks it's her long lost son. Okay, number 6, I must admit, we have a shot up sign, a welcome sign that's been just shot by multiple different people. Like, this is not just one person shooting the sign. This is like many people over a long time just shooting the sign and then like the state just not even caring and just leaving the sign up for target practice. And yeah, all the signs around where I live do look like that. And the sign is for Nebraska, and apparently their state motto is "Nebraska the good life." More like "Nebraska the good aim." Even the parts of the sign that have the mountain with the sun and where it says home of Arbor Day, the text looks like bullseye targets. And here up next we have a picture of just the most beautiful little pup. It says, two young construction workers in Estonia rescued what they believed was a dog who was stuck in a frozen lake, carried it to their car, and drove him to an animal shelter without having any idea it was a wolf. Which I have so many questions about that. First of all, what were they constructing? What were these construction workers making? Like an igloo on a frozen lake? And why does that wolf look so much like the grandma from Little Red Riding Hood? Like literally with the little checkered bit of fabric? And how did a wolf exactly end up frozen on a lake? Like, did it just. I'm picturing a block of ice with a wolf inside of it, like it's one of those ancient cavemen. And speaking of, how do we know that it's not like one of those cavemen where this wolf is like 2,000 years old and you just unfroze it and unthawed it and it's just existing now in our current time? And I'm pretty sure that muzzle looks like it could come off at any moment, like it's barely even hanging on. But like the top comment says, at least he's still a good boy. And like, what an awkward ride to the animal shelter that must have been. What is an animal shelter even gonna do with a wolf? And also, why does this title specify that the construction workers were young? Like, that's kind of weird. Now, this, we have an April Fool's joke because April Fool's just passed. And this I love because of the absolute inception factor. Like, somebody went into the bathroom, saw this soap dispenser labeled as ketchup, and thought, oh, you're like, nice, nice joke, guys. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and use it still because, the joke is that it says ketchup on it, but it's still soap, right? Like, so you use it, and no, it's actually just ketchup. It's clearly labeled as ketchup too, so you can't even be mad. I mean, I don't even think that you can go to HR for that and report so that somebody left a container labeled ketchup in the bathroom and you happen to put it on your hands. Like, that's kind of your fault. And then just the terrible timing of a coworker coming in and seeing you exit the bathroom stall with these ketchupy but like bloody looking hands and just him looking at you like, don't worry, bro, I've been there. And here's just like some pure text that when I read it, it just like blew my mind. This person's saying, can I sell fake illegal drugs? I'm wondering if I could sell pink sugar cubes to kids at my school and say it's Molly or ecstasy or something like that. A quick Google search will quickly tell you that this is illegal. But I am wondering if I constantly refer to these pink sugar cubes as pink sugar or something else that accurately represents the item I am selling that also sounds obviously like a discrete name for an illicit substance, would I still get charged for the sale of counterfeit illegal substances? Or would it be on them for assuming I'm a drug dealer? Somebody get this man a lawyer and a psychiatrist. Look, I'm not going to act like I did not sell a kid some green leafy goose poop as weed at one point, but that was out of desperation because I was broke and needed money. This person is just straight up nefarious and like bad intentioned. But then again, if his classmates are anything like mine, they'll come back for more, just acting like it's just getting them messed up. And this guy's the top ranking person at all the school fundraisers. He's getting all the big erasers and stuff, like the giant pencil award when they tally up all of his sales. And he could be doing these kids a service, in all honesty. Like, imagine being one of the kids who buys that pink sugar cube and your parents catch you or the cops or something. And you're like, hey, it's not what it looks like. And it's actually not because it's just colored sugar. And now we have this person who sat down at their gate at the airport next to an outlet, and it turns out that the outlet is a sticker. So this is obviously another April Fool's joke, but just such a good one. First of all, because that it was an employee who put that there. Like, that is diabolical. And that rogue employee is just sitting around a corner, or they're like back in their shop just watching. They have a perfect view. Like, the person who put that sticker there is in a perfect view of that sticker, watching you attempt to plug something in when it's just a sticker on the wall that looks like an outlet. Like, whoever did that is the next Richard Russell Sky King. You can literally see the marks from where other people in the airport have tried plugging their devices in, and I'm not even sure what I would do at that point. Like, do you sit there and you just like take it in and you just give up? Do you like sit nearby? That's probably what I would do, and just watch other people, like now that you're in on it too, like you can just watch other people fail? Or do you like release your inner Karen and like sit next to it and tell people like, hey, this is a fake outlet? Also, like, why has nobody just like peeled it off? Is this like a really strong, like somebody put money and thought into this and got like a strong sticker? It's not just a normal sticker, or people would be like pulling it off. Just imagine the businessman in a rush. He's just sweating. He throws his briefcase down. His phone is at 2%, and he has to make the call. All the other outlets are taken, and he goes to plug his phone in, and the just sheer look of devastation when he realizes that it was just the last straw, and he is not going to be able to charge his business phone, and he's going to miss the important call, and his life's going to fall apart, and his marriage is just, he's going to get divorced and lose the kids. Well, my friend, I do hope that you enjoyed. Let me know if you want more of these types of videos. Definitely subscribe, like, comment, and share. Have a good one.